Right, the next measure we're going to talk about, I'm going to bring in just a moment, Quena Gonzalez. He's FRC Senior Director of Government Affairs. The app, the Stand Firm app, I encourage you to download that app for a couple of reasons. One, no matter where you are, you can be alerted to Washington Watch, so you can listen, whether you're within earshot of one of the 800 stations that carry us or not. But more importantly is that it is a tool for activists. And frankly, we should all be activists. Our republic was made for participants, not spectators. If you want to be a spectator, well, I was going to say go to a baseball game, but I wouldn't go to that. I wouldn't support professional sports given their wokeness today, but that's beside the point. This app will, if you sign up for it, you will get alerts for state issues as well as national issues. It will give you links so that you can go straight to a site and send an email or get the phone number to call your elected officials. It will tell you what the issue is and give you the talking points so you understand that issue and can communicate. That's important. And why it's important is because what just happened earlier today in my home state of Louisiana, where I served in the legislature a number of years ago. There was a bill almost identical to the bill in South Dakota, where a Republican governor, Kristi Noem, vetoed that bill early in the year. Well, in Louisiana, passed overwhelmingly in both the House and the Senate, and a Democratic governor, John Bel Edwards, vetoed the bill there. Well, the legislature did something they had never done before since the adoption of the 1974 Constitution. They called themselves into a veto override session. Yesterday, the Senate successfully overrode the veto of the governor by a vote of 26-12. However, today, when the bill went to the House, it fell 2 votes shy of the 70 votes needed to override the governor's veto. It was along party lines, if I'm not mistaken, because there's 68 Republicans in the House, 70 were needed. Joining me now with more on this is Quena Gonzalez, as I mentioned, Senior Director of Government Affairs. Quena, welcome back to Washington Watch.
Great to be with you.
Okay, what else did I miss on that Louisiana vote?
You about caught it. It passed overwhelmingly the first time around with bipartisan support. Supporters of the bill yesterday and today were on the House and Senate floor, Senate yesterday, House today, touting that bipartisan support and touting the overwhelming support of Louisianans who don't want to see women and girls having to compete against biological males in sports. But unfortunately, enough Democrats in the House today caved to the pressure from the governor that we know is coming. And just 2 votes, we're just 2 votes shy of overriding his veto. And it was an interesting debate on the floor. There wasn't a long debate, but Representative Schlegel did a really good job presenting the bill today. Didn't present all of the contours of the bill. They've already debated this bill 4 times. And so she just pointed out that this is about biology and reality. And it was interesting to listen. Even the Democrats advocating against the bill on the floor of the House today got that right. They said this bill is about biology, but they still caved to the political pressure and voted essentially with the governor.
I don't have the list in front of me, but we'll try to get it for those in Louisiana. This is what I would say of those Democratic members who voted for this in the regular session and helped pass it and changed their vote this time. I'm trying to remember who it was that said you got some splaining to do. I think that was from Lucille Ball. Because this was clearly nothing changed other than the political pressure on this issue. So I assume at this point it is dead for this legislative special session.
We think so. That's what it looks like, Tony.
All right. Other measures that they're working on that you're aware of in the session that are still percolating?
Not in Louisiana. Our whole team here are tracking a number of these bills, as you know, all across the states. This year, I was just looking today to refresh my memory, but we have seen this bill or a bill like it introduced this year in 35 states. It was enacted in 9 of those. Last year, there were only 10 introduced and only 1 enacted, and that one was enjoined in court. So this is a really good example of a good bill that starts small and grows year over year.
So at best, this is halftime, and they'll be back next year with more of these measures. Information coming out today, we're almost out of time, but information coming out of Arkansas regarding the SAFE Act.
Yeah, the SAFE Act is the Save Adolescents from Experimentation Act. Regular listeners will remember this is the bill in Arkansas, the act now, that would prevent gender transition procedures from being done to minors who are not old enough to make an adult life-changing decision, Tony. And not unexpectedly, a federal judge issued a temporary enjoinment, but we're very grateful that the injunction, but we're very grateful that the Attorney General will be defending the law vigorously in court.
In fact, you've got a number of attorney generals that are speaking out on behalf. In fact, a total of 17 attorney generals being led by the Alabama Attorney General, who's going to be joining us, I think, on Monday to talk about this measure. Quena Gonzalez, always great to talk with you. Like the tie.
Thanks.